channel. So this makeup tag was started off by Jaclyn Hill, and if you haven't seen her on YouTube, then you've been hiding under a rock, but I'm sure everyone knows about Jaclyn Hill. But anyway, she decided to pick out her ride or die products in different categories, and yeah, she didn't actually tag me herself, but you guys did. So many of you guys have messaged me on Snapchat saying, can you do the tag, can you do the tag? So here I am finally doing it, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard to pick out one thing from each category, like especially when you have about 10 of something. It's really difficult, but yeah, it was good to do, and it's good for you guys to know, like, out of everything, out of all the makeup that there is, which one to kind of go for and look at, if that makes sense. Okay, so my Ride or Die primer is this MAC Natural Radiance one. Now, I don't think it's as exciting as some other YouTubers' primers that they've picked in this video. Like, some have got ones that are glowing and this, that, and the other, and normally that's totally up my street and that's what I love. But when I looked at my makeup collection, I was like, what primer do I reach for when I'm going on holiday and I can only take one with me? This is it. It helps control the oil on my skin, it helps control any shine, it holds my makeup on for as long as possible, honestly hours and hours and hours, and it just does an excellent job of being a primer. It doesn't really do anything in terms of making my skin glow or anything like that, but hey, I can do that by adding highlight and bronzers and glowy products. But yeah, as a primer, this is fantastic, and I use the yellow one, and this is Radiant Yellow. The next category is foundation. Now, I have about a minimum of about 15 foundations, probably more, I should count them, but yeah, I have a lot of foundations and I'm constantly adding to my foundation collection. But I found this category really easy, and some of you guys are going to know what I'm going to say, and it's the Illamasqua Skin Base Foundation. This is my holy grail foundation. I love this. If I just had to pick one, then it would be this, and this is a foundation that I never ever have to mix with anything else to make it better, to make it anything else. This foundation, the way it is fantastic. It stays on so well, it blends beautifully, it gives such excellent coverage. You can wear it quite light if you wanted to, you can build it up if you want to. It's just such a versatile foundation and I love it. Next up is concealer, and this was so hard for me because I am concealer queen. I've got a lot of them and it was just so hard to narrow it down. So I did pick two, but there's a reason for it. It's because they both serve very different purposes. So the first one is the Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer. I think you guys have seen me use this in every single tutorial. I've been using it for 2 years non-stop, and you guys would have seen it. And this concealer just covers up any dark pigmentation, any scarring, anything you don't want anyone to see. It covers it up like that in an instant. That was such a rubbish clip. My left can't clip. That's better. So the other concealer is, the other one that I picked is my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this I like to use underneath my eyes. So that is why I've picked two different concealers. This I like, the Kevyn I like to use for my face, and my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I do also like to use it around my face sometimes, but it is my favorite underneath the eyes. It doesn't sit heavily, it's not cakey, it's quite creamy obviously, it blends beautifully and it lasts on the skin for a long time. Everything that I'm picking is like, if I was to go on holiday or if I was to go to a desert island and I can literally take the bare minimum, this would be it. Next is face powder, and my favorite face powder is the MAC Mineralise Loose Powder Foundation. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Mineralise Foundation Loose. And I use this in the shade Medium Dark. Again, you've seen me use it in loads of tutorials. This just sets your makeup like nothing else. Like, it gives you a teeny bit more coverage on your skin and it makes your skin look flawless, like airbrushed, and it's my secret to flawless looking skin. And of course, if we've got face setting powder, the next category would be under eye setting powder, because it is a thing. Setting your under eyes is a thing, and I literally can't not do it because otherwise my concealer will always crease. That's not because of the concealer, it's because of my creasy eyes. So yeah, the one that I always go for is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is just a lot more lightweight, and because I feel like underneath my eyes are becoming a bit more, the skin is a bit drier, a bit more texturized, this doesn't draw attention to that at all, and it doesn't sit really heavy underneath the eyes. It's just a really nice like lightweight powder, which also for a translucent setting powder, it doesn't make me look ashy or grey wherever I use it also, so that's another bonus point for this powder. Next up is blusher. It's the MAC Mineralise blush in the shade Warm Soul. It is very, very similar to Nars Orgasm blusher. So yeah, if you've got that, that could work too. But I love this because it's a baked blusher. So I loved baked products because they just have a really nice silky and smooth finish when they are applied onto the skin. And they just have that kind of glowing, natural kind of glowing effect, which again is what I love. And this shade, Warm Soul, is just beautiful. It's just a natural flush, healthy glow, in between a peachy and a pinky kind of thing, with like little bits of gold flecks in there, but you can't see a gold glitter when it's on your face. So it's just dreamy and gorgeous. Moving on to bronzer. My favorite has got to be my MAC Mineralise Skin Finish bronzer in the shade Dark Deepest. I really, really love this, again, because it's a baked product, so it gives that natural kind of finish onto the skin. It blends beautifully, and I just really love the shade of it. It just looks like a natural bronzed shade. Doesn't make me look orangey or too red toned. It is perfect, and again, like I said, I just love the finish of it. So moving on to highlight, my favorite has got to be, and this is not just because Jaclyn Hill made the tag, it genuinely is Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. I'll just open it. This is just the most gorgeous highlighter ever. It just goes onto the skin so beautifully. It's just so silky and smooth and buttery, as Jaclyn Hill would say, but it's exactly all of those things, and I love the shade. It just works perfectly on my skin tone and loads of skin tones. Honestly, it was so hard picking a highlighter because you guys know how many I've got, and there are a few others that I would have loved to mention, but maybe I'll just leave them down below. For mascara, my favorite has got to be the L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt Mascara. This hands down is my favorite ever since I picked it up in a drugstore haul like a few months ago. It gives you that natural but full lash, but if you build it up, it gives you the most intense, spectacular lashes. Sometimes when I put this mascara on, I'm like, do I even need to wear falsies? Like, honestly, you don't need to when you've got this mascara on. And it kind of like tight lines your upper waterline when you apply it also. So it's just adding that extra kind of drama. And of course, it is drugstore and affordable. So overall, winning with this one. Oh, and I forgot, I need to mention this other mascara. Honestly, I use it in every tutorial, so it'd be rude not to mention it, but it's the MAC Extended Play Lash Mascara. I use this on my bottom lashes. This one I use only on my top, and this one I use only on my bottom, and I can't go without either of them, so they both had to get a mention. Moving on to lipstick, I am such a nude lipstick fan. Like, I love nude lipsticks. So my ultimate favorite nude lipstick ever is my MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick. This, look how small it is, and I do have a spare one in my bedroom, so that's how you know I love it, because I've got backups. But yeah, it's just such a gorgeous shade. It's one that I don't even need to think about. Whenever I'm just like, oh, what lipstick should I wear, I'm just like, okay, Velvet Teddy. It just goes with everything. It's just an easy, everyday kind of lipstick, and I love the formulation of it. It's a matte lipstick, but it doesn't ever make my lips feel dry or cakey or anything like that. So it's gorgeous. Liquid lipsticks, my favorite has got to be the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks, the liquid matte lipsticks. And I know she hasn't had these around for long, like it's probably only been a month, 2 months maybe. But hands down, these are probably my favorite liquid lipsticks. I think they kind of beat the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones out of the water. Don't get me wrong, I still love my Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. They're amazing. But I think I just like these that little bit more because they are so like lightweight and really thin to apply, but so opaque at the same time. So they never feel heavy, and I really like the wand on it. It's just nice and small and precise, and it's just perfect. Finally, for lips, my favorite gloss has got to be the NYX Butter Glosses, or NYX, and this is in the shade Madeline. They don't feel sticky whatsoever. They're buttery glosses. They're exactly what it says on the tin, and they're really, really lovely to wear, and they've got such a good colour range in them. Also, I do like the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, but they are really pigmented, and I kind of like a gloss to be in between, being really heavily pigmented and just kind of wishy-washy, and these are in between, so they are perfect. Moving on to lashes, my favorite have got to be the Ardell Demi Wispies. Don't look at mine, I used them and put them back in the box, and I should have really done it a bit more carefully, but yeah, the Ardell Demi Wispies are perfect for me because they are in between a kind of natural lash and also a full lash, and I just love how wispy they are. I love wispy and fluttery lashes that don't look too fake and don't look intense. Ardell in general, their lashes are so easy to apply and so comfortable to wear as well. Moving on to my Ride or Die eyeshadow palettes, I did have to pick two for this one. One is high-end and one is drugstore. The high-end one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. This is such a gorgeous and versatile palette to use. So you can do so much with this palette, and it is one, I think, yeah, when I went to France, I only took this palette with me, so that says a lot. And then I did have to mention my Maybelline the Nudes eyeshadow palette, just because I've used it in so many tutorials, and again, another versatile eyeshadow palette. It just has a lot in here. You can do so much with this, and I love that it's affordable and the eyeshadow quality is fantastic. My next category, and I promise you we're nearly at the end, it's setting sprays, and my favorite is the Skindinavia, the makeup finishing spray. Skindinavia also make Urban Decay's all-nighter setting spray, so it's kind of basically the same thing, but I just like to get mine from Skindinavia because they're the makers, they made it, so why not get it from them? For perfume, my favorite has got to be my YSL Black Opium perfume. I was looking at my dressing table like, which one do I love the most? And this one is nearly finished, so I was like, yeah, it's got to be that one, easily. It's just such an easy perfume to wear. You can wear it daytime, nighttime, and it just works anytime. I think it's a grown-up version to that Britney Spears perfume that we all love. I know, like, don't say you don't love it, because I know everyone loved it at some point. Sweet, but it's not as sickening and not as intense as the Britney Spears one. It's just a bit more grown up. And finally, I'm just going to add eyeliner to the mix because I know that Jaclyn Hill didn't actually mention eyeliners in her video. So yeah, in terms of gel liner, my favorite has got to be the Maybelline gel liner. It comes in this teeny pot here, but it's so long wearing. It is so creamy and easy to work with. It lasts for ages, and it just feels so high end and such good quality. And for a liquid eyeliner, I love the NYX or NYX, the matte liquid liner. This is amazing, honestly. I love the, it's not like, it is a brush. It's like a teeny tiny brush, but it is so nice and thin, so you get loads of control of it. I love how thin the actual like wand of this liquid liner is. Wand? Yeah, like the pen. I love how thin it is because you can hold it properly. You've got full control of your liquid liner. So that's it for all of my Ride or Die products. If I was going on holiday and I could literally only take the bare minimum, then it would be this like lot of makeup behind me. They are all such amazing products, and they're products that I reach for every single day, and I love them. So yeah, if you're looking to buy new products and you weren't kind of sure where to start, then maybe start with some of the things I've mentioned. If you've got any ride or die products that you literally cannot live without and you reach for them every single day, then leave them down below in the comment section, not just for me, but for everyone else as well. Sharing is caring. And yeah, that's it, guys. Make sure you're following me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that good stuff. All of the links will be down below for you. And yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and maybe send it to Jaclyn Hill so she can see too. Thank you for watching, guys. Mwah. Bye.